Welcome back to the Lunar Rest. I am Ethan Astorora, and okay, I know it's been a minute, but I can explain. See, I overestimated my ability to run a YouTube channel, a full-time job, and learn game development from scratch. I can say in the first year we did complete Mythical Worlds, but it's not ready for all of you. I haven't come empty-handed though, as today is the launch of the Quick Start demo, and it's free.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
This demo is for Mythical Worlds Odysseys, the first of 3 TTRPGs we'll be developing, and Mythical Worlds Odysseys is focused on providing a power fantasy sci-fi fusion, exploring new lands and new conflicts as the players arise to challenge fate itself. In this game, you'll find that, I guess it's the first one we wanted to make. The fantasy and sci-fi are a love of mine, and a core reason why Mythical Worlds, the series, was even made in the first place. What makes this game different, as you can see on the column on the right, carries through to all of the TTRPGs that we'll be making, the other 2 being Mythical Worlds Descent and Mythical Worlds Reverie, as these game systems will provide a different experience than this one, but still carry those same ideals. Next, you'll find a table of contents. This breaks down exactly where you can find the character ability cards, as well as the world preview and the adventure. And of course, legal information, because we gotta have that. We have the world preview, game components, what is role-playing. If for those of you who are new to role-playing, we break down how to get over that hurdle, as well as being a journey guide. There's a breakdown of what things to pay attention to, and also what to keep track of. The game demo breaks down all of this and more as we go into the characters. Specifically, you'll have the choice between multiple characters, 6 options, each with their own key art, but each of these different character options fall under one of these 4 class groups. These class groups, being guardians, mages, devouts, and sages, give you plenty of playstyle options, as well as the full release having more classes in each one of these groups. But the base class in each of these groups share the same name as the group name. Hopefully that was pretty clear. When it comes to character selection, yeah, this breaks down exactly what I'm saying. Like, you'll have a quick start demo, there'll be character sheets, as a character sheet document is available on our website next to this demo document, as well as a breakdown of their abilities. So these are like ability sheets. It shows a portrait of the character, how to pronounce their name, their species, as well as a breakdown of a little description of what they look like and their class group ability. You'll see here on the left is the character's ability card. You get 1 ability, so like casting spells, it uses up a resource called Aura. This starts at 1, but you see these purple boxes here for damage. It shows actually you can go up, so you can actually pour 3 aura points into this, dealing 3d8 damage instead of 1d8 damage, and so on and so forth. The characters also have a weapon card. As you can see over on the right, this character, Aubryn, has a light sword. So he has the ability Sword Strike, dealing 4 points of damage, using his agility to boost his accuracy. So you add that to your d20 roll. There's 6 magic types, and on the character sheet you'll see which affinity your character belongs to, and that's where her damage is. So if she is a pyro affinity, then this would be pyro damage, and so on and so forth. But I want to call your attention to this symbol, like I was talking about. The priming and triggering part of this mechanic is basically when this ability hits a target using her intelligence as accuracy, you'll see that the target is now primed because of this blue symbol. When a character like Zara uses her triggering ability, this causes an explosion. This deals extra damage to the target, as well as causing a cool effect. For instance, in one of our previous playtests, a character used a coin ability to wrap and lock a character with Aura Lock in a sea of golden coins. Then another character used a pyro ability and melted those coins, lighting them on fire. It was a cool scene, and this is how the triggering of priming can be roleplayed, or basically improved. And there will be times where your character is primed and you don't want to be. So this is where cleansing abilities come into place. These abilities are usually ones that affect you, a player, and can cleanse you of the priming condition. That way you don't get taken extra damage. Lastly, you'll see abilities like this from Idris, which have 2 symbols. This is because the ability in most cases deals damage and helps an ally. So in this case for Idris, he does a sanctuary wave that gives allies health while also dealing damage to enemies at the same time. So the enemies taking damage will be primed and the allies getting health will be cleansed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The last character is Mira Voss, and her ability sheet is really cool. You'll notice that some of these species aren't really common to other TTRPGs, but Arpada are basically insect people. But none of these characters seem like too far away from human, and that's intentional. These characters are basically human to begin with, their species were, but they were genetically altered with traits from this moon and fantasy ecology to give them a little bit of an edge to survive. So the Harpin species was modified to be more bird-like, as you can see with these feathers around his face, as well as elves get longer ears. Hufkin are our version of halflings, and they have like a shorter pointed ear, not as long as elves. Dwarves are dwarves, classic and amazing as always, and humans are sometimes just kept as sapiens. Whereas Arpada can come in many different forms, but Mirabos is a Mothari type Arpada. But we don't need to get into that much detail. You can just look at her general species. Next, you'll see the Missing Student Adventure. We have put together, for those of you who are new at running the game, narrative descriptions of the NPCs and also scene descriptions as well. So you don't really have to innovate and come up with things on your own. If that's a lot of pressure for someone who's new, you can just read off the paper. And honestly, it sucks to have to read through a bunch of rules before you actually get to play a tabletop RPG. So what we've done is interlaced the rules in the adventure. So you can start without knowing anything and learn as you go. But either way, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Next time we meet, we're going to talk about this creature, which isn't a fictional creature. That's right, this is a plant and animal at the same time, and they're called, well, we're gonna hold that off until next time. We'll talk a lot more about it and dive deep into world building and how to make it easy and not overwhelming. But yeah, happy holidays and good luck to you on your adventure.